All right, here we go. So how's it going today, sir?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. What's your name, sir?
Aaron.
Mr. Aaron. All right. Mr. Aaron, so how old are you, Mr. Aaron?
I'm 60.
You're 60 years old, man. Oh, wow. Yeah. So originally, where are you from, Mr. Aaron?
Well, I'm an Air Force brat. I've been all over the world and all over the country. I was raised in the backseat of a car.
Oh.
And that's where I got all this wanderlust from. That's why I travel so much. I've been to the Philippines, Alaska, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and all over the country.
I'll be.
All my life until my folks passed. I retired in Tucson, and that's when I started going all over the country because I love to travel.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot easier back in the day. But
back then, yeah, it was easier.
Nowadays, it's I could strangle a man who went and been to the cell phone because he's the one who got us all rude to each other.
Jackie, you're sure right about that.
I'm no better. I'm addicted to it too. I've got one, but I just have to deal with Wi-Fi.
There you go.
And it's a convenient nuisance.
Exactly. You're sure right about that. So, what are your current situations, and how did you end up like in these situations?
Well, like I said, my parents passed away. My kids all moved out. They're grown and gone. They're 30 and 40 years old. And I said, well, if I'm going to sit out here, be by myself, I might as well see the country. I ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah.
And my biggest issue has been keeping my cell phone alive and staying as dressed as I can, and then, just being respectful and decent, and don't let the beard fool you. I grew this over 3 years because I got tired of shaving.
Yeah, I hear you. I see you got a guitar right there. Is that how you, we'll get to that in a little while, but, so what's a typical day for you, Aaron?
I just get up and have a cup of coffee and sit out here and wait to play a tune for somebody. And just wait to play a tune for somebody. They usually, they help out whether or not, just because I have a guitar.
Right,
They say, here, man, here's a couple bucks.
And I was going to get to that. How do you maintain yourself? Do you boost? Do you panhandle?
No, I don't have to ask. That's the point. See, everybody comes up to me and they go, I'm going to give this to you? I said, why? He said, because you didn't ask. That's the one thing you need to tell these other guys is don't go up there. I almost got arrested. These two guys came up to Circle K back in Rockport, and they were strung out on drugs and acting stupid. And I'm just sitting here being quiet like I always am, and they're over there rocking around the gas pumps and they're knocking on cars. Hey, can you spare any change? I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah.
And next thing it said 10 minutes later, I said, man, they're going to call the cops on you. They got cameras everywhere.
And
he goes, I don't care about the cops. I said, you will when that door locks behind you.
And sure enough, they showed up, huh?
Yeah, about 10 minutes later, and they said, they don't want you here. They don't want you on the property. I said, you better go ask them again. I sat at that Circle K for 3 months.
Man.
Yeah, they didn't have a problem with me.
Right. So that's how you maintain, play your guitar. People just
like I said, trying to keep up appearances. People don't see you down and grungy and everything. They tend to help out more because you're trying to take care of yourself.
Correct. That's right. Yes. So are you struggling with any type of substance, Aaron, right now? Or
No.
You used to bad with.
I mean, I'll have a beer here and there, but
okay.
It's so hot, I just get dehydrated, so that's why I'm, excuse me, too young to be old.
Yeah.
That's why I'm pounding water.
Better take a drink of that water, man. So at one time, I know you mentioned alcohol, but a little marijuana or something, or
like I said, though, it's too much trouble to get. I mean, they got a dispensary up here around the corner. I can go buy it from them.
Right.
But I won't buy them from the street anymore because of fentanyl.
What was that, fentanyl?
Fentanyl, yeah. These kids, they don't understand that. They think they're doing what they think is fun, and next thing you know, they're overdosing on fentanyl because they didn't know it was in there in the first place.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to
stay away from the street drugs. They've got dispensaries. Beer's legal.
Right.
You're old enough. Don't act stupid and you'll be all right.
That's what I like to tell people about, that kind of like bring up that drug awareness, because nowadays they're just lacing anything.
That's why I won't. I've had people come up and offer it to me, and I said, no, I don't do street drugs anymore. I've got a dispensary if I got the money for it.
Right. Yeah, that fentanyl is it's affecting the whole country.
It's disgusting.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Do you have any children, Mr. Aaron?
2.
Oh, you got 2 children.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did mention it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're already grown and.
Yeah, and I've got 1 grandson.
Oh, okay. Do you keep in touch with them?
Yeah, I just came back from Tennessee last winter. I came down here from up there because it was too cold.
Oh, okay. So, how was your childhood growing up, Mr. Aaron? Strict.
My father was a military police officer, and I remember one time, I think I set the house on fire. I was 9.
Wow.
And he busted my ass, and he shaved my head.
Damn.
And he handcuffed me to the couch, and I was doing my homework. He would handcuff me behind my back and escort me to the table, and he'd handcuff me to my chair, and I'd have dinner. And then he'd turn around, he'd handcuff me to the couch, I'd finish my homework, and then he'd cuff me behind my back and escort me to the bed, handcuff me to the bed. That went on for 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, and then finally one day he just took me fishing. God, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. But he took me fishing, he goes, you know the difference between what I did to you and actually going to jail? Because it was military housing.
Right.
This was on base.
Okay.
This was a lot, he got him in hell of a trouble. And he said, you ate good. That's the difference. You ate everything we ate. I could have fed you bread and bologna, but I didn't. I gave you everything that we ate. So understand what I did to you was not physically punishing or demanding. It was not retribution, but it was just a wake up.
A wake up call.
Yeah.
Yes. The way
I never did that again.
You sure? Right? Never did, huh?
Yeah. Thinking about my hair growing back all that time.
Have you ever had a secure job at one time?
Oh yeah. I was working for years. I've fit pipe, tied steel, finished concrete, hang iron, and mostly I paint houses. That's my forte.
Oh, I see.
And but like I said, I broke my back when I was 21, 22.
Oh, okay.
I crushed it. And the doctor told me nothing over 40 pounds for the rest of your life after I woke up. And over time, not that I didn't listen, but I was still determined to keep trying.
Of course, you were young, man.
Well, yeah, you can't tell a 21-year-old person they can't work anymore. Yes. 40 pounds, man, a bus tub full of dishes weighs 40 pounds. Yeah. This weighs 40 pounds.
Yes.
And the thing is, I kept trying, and by my 40th birthday rolled around, and I tweaked my back hanging iron. And the doctor told me, whatever it is you're doing, you better quit it or you're going to end up in a wheelchair.
In a wheelchair, yes.
And now I'm 60, so it's really slowing me down.
Oh, definitely, yes.
But I can't just take any job.
Yeah.
You know, no more ditch digging, no more heavy lifting. I can operate equipment.
There you go.
I can run tractors and stuff.
So, Aaron, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see?
An old man, old tired professional painter.
Painter, okay.
Yeah. Still got faith in my abilities, it's just nobody's got the money right now.
Right, yes. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Decent money, you know, just doing what I was doing, have the ability to. See, I take chicken shit in my chicken salad when I paint.
Right.
I mean, I take old, decrepit buildings and I make them dress out. I wish my phone was working so I could show you pictures. I've also done $1 million homes.
You take pride on your work.
Absolutely.
Yes, you have to. Any work, you have to.
Yeah, well, you got to. I mean, I always tell them if it was my house, I'd want it to look this good. Yeah. You know, I mean, that's the only way I can look at it.
Right. So right now, it's like. I know you're struggling, trying to, homeless, or you're just traveling the country.
Yeah, well, it started in '99 when I got pulled over for not having insurance. I was paying child support at the time, and I couldn't afford both.
Right.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul. And they finally took my license. and that was in '99. And to this day, they still want that $1,500. I still can't get my license back. You know what they do to you in Arizona whenever they take your license?
What's that?
They give you ID, but they only give it to you for 6 months at a time. Every 6 months, you got to renew your ID. And then back in 2003, I went into the DMV because I was doing it every 6 months, you know,
right,
diligently to keep my ID right. And they said, this is the last time you can come and get it here. You have to, from now on, we have to mail it to you.
Oh, man.
And I'm already on the street for all these years, and there's no way I could mail it to me.
Oh, yeah, it's difficult, yes. So, due to your circumstances, what kind of advice will you give to these people out there that they're struggling as well? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, just stay away from the street drugs, you know, and hold yourself a little more on high, you know. Clean yourself up. I've seen a guy out here with stringy long hair, and he sits like that all day long. I'm like, dude, hold your head up. You know, I mean, don't make people pity you. You make sure that they know that you're, you know, I'm upstanding. I got this. You know, I'm ready to go.
It all comes down to the self-care, man.
Yeah, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and say, like, I wouldn't want to talk to me either, looking this bad.
Yes.
So I always, you know, I keep my face combed and my hair combed, and you know, I do my laundry. I try and always have brand new clothes. I don't shop at thrift stores because they just still look homeless.
Yes.
And you know,
I'm glad you're doing, you know, trying to better
people
yourself.
do it all the time. They if they don't see this bag, right? This is what sets it off every time.
Right.
They always say, "You're homeless?" I'm like, "Yeah." She says, "I can't tell." I said, "That's the secret."
Yeah, there you go.
Don't let the beard fool you.
Yes. Well, listen, Aaron, I know you're going through a lot of issues, a lot of difficulties in life. What do you say we try to give you maybe another look?
Sure.
Try to maybe get you, you know.
Well, anything helps. It's just like I said, I can't carry a whole lot.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, see what we got, and we would like to see the before Aaron, then the after Aaron. What do you say?
Sure.
All right, then. We'll be back, guys. All right, guys, here we go. Let's see the Mr. Aaron, the before and after. Say, Mr. Aaron, I know you didn't want no shorts, but you know, I know it's hot, but you were okay with it, without it. So what do you think about those shirts and those shoes, man?
That's funny.
Check it out. What is this?
This is my favorite kid bought me this shirt with my money.
Oh, me. Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. So, Mr. Aaron, what you gotta say after all this, man? You know what I'm saying? I know it's not much. You know what I'm saying?
No, anything's a is a help. You know.
Right. Yeah. And we're trying to help out people. You know what I'm saying? Going through a lot of struggles and trying to make a difference. You know, make somebody's day. You know, for at least for that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're
trying to lift up their low self-esteem.
Spirits, yeah.
Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, right now, if you want to make my day, I need a ride out of here because I don't know how far it is. I'm gonna have to walk.
I'll be dang it. Oh, by the way, you see that bag right there, Mr. Aaron? The one I gave you? That's a little personal hygiene kit for you.
Little care package.
Yeah. And razor. I know you don't want to shave, but deodorant, so forth.
Well, like I said, I have all that already.
Oh, okay. But inside it, Mr. Aaron, there's some.
Some
community resources, just in case if you're trying to get your ID, your driver license, your ID, birth certificate.
Yeah, I'd have to have an address to mail it to.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
You can always call them, and they're willing to help you out in some ways, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, more concerningly right now, I just want to leave town and get up north where it's cooler.
Yes. Oh yeah, everybody. Yes.
I mean, I may end up back in Tennessee, go see my daughter and my grandson again now that it's warmed up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mr. Aaron, from your point of view, what kind of advice will you give to these people out there? Well, again, going through a lot of issues out there. Maybe struggling with substance abuse, mental health, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the substance abuse. I know you mentioned about that fentanyl.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That fentanyl is not a good thing. No, I'm out here amongst these people daily, and I'm telling you what, I've seen it all. And these people are wigged out beyond their own minds, and they just won't continue to, they won't stop. And I'm like, this is not helping you. This is not a good idea. Take it from somebody who knows.
Yeah.
You know, I've done everything but needles.
Oh, okay.
I smoked crack, meth, and that was before fentanyl and everything came out. And now it's just beer and weed, because I realize where the gate is, and where the problem lies is when you go through that gate. That's the best advice I can give all these kids, is don't go through that gate.
Yeah.
I mean, marijuana is legal now. You can buy it at the corner store up right about a block from here.
Right.
It's not cheap, but you can't get arrested for it.
Right,
I mean, you just don't act a fool and don't bring attention on yourself, you know. And that's my biggest fear, is, you know, having the police just be suspicious of me because of the beard and the bag. And I'm like, I can't help that the way you feel, but I'm working it out, and I'm doing my best to stay presentable so people won't look at me like, that bum.
Yeah. Ready to judge you due to your circumstances. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there like that, yeah.
Well, see, they don't understand. I have bills, too. They're just not as big as yours.
Right.
I've had 5 kids, 2 cars, and the house paid for. And they weren't even my kids. They were my girlfriend's kids.
Right.
And when my parents passed away, I got $10,000, and the first thing I bought was a $7,000 trailer to live in. Nice
Right.
trailer.
Decent, right?
Yeah, and I paid cash for it. I covered that man's desk in $100 bills. He flipped out. He goes, he reaches into a drawer, okay, how are we going to finance this? There's $7,000. Give me the title. He was pissed. He said, "Oh man, I was going to finance you for like $15,000." I said, "You are not.
It ain't gonna happen."
No, after my life's experiences, if I don't have the money, I simply don't need it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time, Mr. Aaron.
Anything.
And
you know,
hopefully, you'll be able to, you know, I guess, head on up north later on, man. I know it's a long trip.
I don't know what up the road. I don't know how far anything is. San Antonio's the only town I know of, I think, and this is about 200 or 300 miles.
Yeah, it's not
That'd
too
be
close.
a month of Sundays right there.
Yeah. Okay. So, you don't mind me sharing this on my YouTube channel? We okay, Mr. Aaron?
No, go ahead. I'm out there already. I've had people waving their phones at me. I'm going to put you on YouTube. I'm going to put you on Facebook. I said, all right. I don't know where to tell you to look, but I'm in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's called busking. You'll see thousands of us.
Yeah. But I appreciate your time, and hopefully wish it would come true, man, one of these days, and just keep your head up, man.
Oh, I do.
Try to stay positive, and hopefully more blessings will come your way soon, man.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
She keeps me fed.
There you go. All right, well, thank you, Mr. Aaron. Have a good one, okay?
Anytime.
All right, thank you.